Welcome to the report. Can you believe it? Diddy went and gave us an apology for no damn reason. What do y'all think? Like, who cares? Like, do y'all actually believe that shit?
Well, everyone's asking, did he do it? Did he this? And did he do that? So, like, if he's gonna Diddy a report or a apology,
diddly do that bitch.
That's exactly what I said, bro. Bro, that's my name for him. Bro, it's the diddler. Yo, I know we can't use no Diddy no more, so that's why I called him the diddler right now.
I think you're a little late. I've been preached that already. So.
Oh, okay. Damn, I'm a little late. I'm a little late.
So, yo, for the people like me who don't care about P. Diddy, can you give us some context on this apology?
Right,
what happened?
Basically, what happened is that he got caught on footage dragging Cassie in the middle of the hotel room. Like, he all the time was on every interview saying that, even keeping it to himself and basically not saying anything about it at the beginning. And then he went on interviews and basically saying, that wasn't the situation, trying to backtrack. And then what happened was, I guess somebody leaked the information to 50 Cent and he put it directly on his page. So 50 is directly responsible for outing Diddy again. And the video clearly shows him coming out of this room in a towel, nothing more than a towel, literally darting down the hallway. Cassie's on the phone trying to call security. This man literally grabs her by the hair, drags her to the ground, grabs the bag, runs back to his little apartment or whatever else, then comes back out, no clothes on still, and drags this chick back to the room.
Sir, you forgot a very crucial part.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
He threw
You
a vase.
forgot the part. You forgot the part
vase.
where you stomped the shit out of her.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Drag her. Listen, if all he did was drag her, it wouldn't even be that big of an issue. You got dragged. No one punched you.
You know what?
This guy still stomped her.
I know.
Stomped her.
I didn't want to use the 8-ton stomper at first, but
dragging a grown woman down a hotel lobby is quite the issue.
it is.
Yeah, that's still
It is. That's what I'm saying.
No. Okay, fine. It's quite the issue, but no one got punched. No, this guy stomped
I know he did.
shit out of her.
Yeah. So like the whole entire problem that comes into it is that it's not just Cassie. It's all the other instances that has happened with Diddy, and now it's all coming to light. Like
I don't think he dragged Meek Mills like that because he doesn't have hair.
no, you know what I mean? Like,
Depends on the situation. Was he dressed up for Diddy or not?
hey, who knows? Hey, man, he could have. Hey, now we know why he sung that lyric. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought he was finished. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But at the same time, it's just like, yo, you got to think about it this way. Diddy's been contractually having problems his entire career. Like all the way down to making the band, like a lot of those guys, Fredro and all of those guys came out and said that they couldn't even sue him for all the stupidity and the malfeasance he did because literally lawyers would tell them they're so well protected in Bad Boy that they'll just drag this case out for 10, 15 years and you'll never see a dime. So like all the victims that Diddy really has are out there and they're just coming to light now because realistically, this is the time for everybody to show up because once one case is in front of the judge, it's easier for you to get your stuff in front because now their legal battle is twice as bad.
Well, it becomes canon fodder, so it allows it to have a little bit more
weight. No, you're right.
So yeah, it kind of goes back to what we said last time. Like a lot of these artists are able to disconnect from the label. They can find other means to generate revenue. And it's not really like career suicide.
Yep.
Sit there and go and bite the hand that feeds them. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of that kind of stuff, right? It's gonna be another like Me Too movement.
Only with Diddy. I mean, jeez, that's the line. D2 movement. But I mean, here's the thing. We've actually touched on this before. Is it more or less that there are more perverted producers and more perverted people at the top echelon of hip hop now more than ever before? Or is it just that we didn't have the information that we have now?
Second one. Because it's the industry. We know as far back as like, and it's not just hip hop. It's almost every industry where there's
Predators are in all industries, yeah.
That's kind of true. You got to think like back in the day. Think of the stories you heard from rock bands where it's like, yeah, we did cocaine in the back, and then there's 12-year-olds, and it turned out like all sorts of craziness was happening with like all those rock bands.
Or like those blackout scenarios.
What's the name of the girl that plays Joker's girl?
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, who plays Harley Quinn? What's her?
Oh, you mean
Marco Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like unfortunately, it's one of the like skeletons in the closet when it comes to the music industry, any industry, right? Because it happens in Hollywood. There's a lot of
Doesn't
Oh,
happen in
definitely.
Football. Football's squeaky clean.
Yeah, all them 400-pound dudes. You never know what could be happening in the back of them locker rooms.
You guys are disgusting. But anyways, listen. So Margot Robbie, the reason I asked is because she started a movie called Babylon.
Yo, Mike, stay in front of Mike.
She started a movie called Babylon. Fuck you. Last year.
He's having
I want
trouble
you guys
with
to
black
watch it.
horses.
It's about this Hollywood in the beginning, in like the 1910s and 20s, and how it was. Watch that movie, and you will definitely see that that is how the industry has been since its inception. It's always been run by a bunch of sickos and perverts and pedophiles. That's the way it's always been.
Oh,
That's the way it's always been in places of power since the beginning of time.
absolute power.
Hollywood,
Absolutely.
I'm not calling you guys sickos and pedophiles. I
am.
still need to be casted in some roles, hook a player up. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, the only reason why I asked this question is because, like, if we looked at how much the industry has changed in a sense of a relationship to street dudes necessarily, like, I think, like, I talked to him, me and Ruggs were having a discussion privately.
Lost your mind when you're talking this shit.
And I was because I'm saying to you is like the way I view it is like the older MCs were more towards the street. So like a guy like DMX and a lot of those guys were too mentally unstable, I think, to be put in those situations. Like they were already getting fucked in the sense of their contracts, not literally getting fucked. I think it's a new generation. I think it's more and more or less starting to become more apparent. There probably were victims back in the
hip-hop
day.
fans are going to crucify me right now, but it wouldn't be far-fetched if DMX did, in fact, do the diddling. So if he was
Stop
just
for the love.
Like, don't ever
Stop for the
disrespect.
love.
Yo, don't
Why is it
ever disrespectful to DMX,
You
bro.
have to remember,
don't
there's
disrespect DMX.
There's
Like that.
someone
Don't,
out there, who
Bro,
is
don't do
just
that to
like
the
you
dead.
right now with Diddy.
bro. Don't do that to the
would
dead,
never
bro.
do that because it's Puff Daddy, and boom, here we are now.
Bro,
That's all
let's
I'm
not
saying,
let's
bro.
not do that to the dead,
Have
bro.
we not
Come
learned
on.
anything?
Can we just
The
have a little
death-
respect? DMX is gone, bro, to defend himself.
One of the
Realist
You
dudes.
guys are talking like you guys know this guy, yo. Whoa, let's stop this for a sec. Like, yo, we don't know what happens behind closed doors. And the more we're learning about what happens behind closed doors, the more we're like, oh no, this person too. My perfect example is Ashton Kutcher. If you were to tell me that Ashton Kutcher was on one, I would have been like, no flipping way. But
Who didn't say? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
If someone said Ashton Kutcher is this, I would have been like,
Yeah.
what?
Hey.
My whole thing is like, yo,
The fact that he was dating Mila Kunis that early, like he was already on some ish, bro. You
but
can
my
tell.
whole thing is like, yo, think of it this way. We are like, oh, DMX
Bro, he was
is a hood man and he's a gangster and his voice is deep. Oh, DMX, rough. Yo, bro,
You know what? I just
don't make
watched
the
an
facade
episode of-
fool you.
I just watched the episode of Thugnificent on Boondocks today, bro.
And it's the same thing. Magnificent
Just like, yo.
came out. He's like, yo, I'm from the hood, bro, blah, blah, blah. And he was on some next level
But they
flipper.
really were from the hood. They were just Batiman from the hood.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Batman exists in the hood.
So my,
I told you they didn't.
so my whole thing is like, yo, you guys are sitting here like, oh, DMX is. I'm not saying that DMX is down like that. Or
No,
whatever he's
I'm not
doing.
saying that he.
My whole point is that all these so-called gangsters and hoodmans, they go to jail. Yo, what pops off in there, bro? It's
But that's-
Nick part Alcatraz, bro.
Sometimes they're just there to drop.
No, but what I'm saying to y'all is that I don't think that was a necessary need back in the early 90s.
Because if you think what? You think they just thought all of a sudden, like, oh, we need to start breaking people now. That's not some new shit. That shit got carried, bro. Like, yo, Birdman, we for the longest time, like, yo, Birdman, he'd be rolling up on Lil Wayne. We've been saying that from time, and that's from like the early 2000s. Where do you think Birdman got it from? He probably got it from someone else. Sorry, Master Flash. That's the first person I thought of. But it's like, yo, he probably got it from Humpty Dump, who got it from someone else. It's a chain, bro. Like this whole thing, like we're talking about, has been going the whole flipping time.
I mean, it's
So-
wild. I just look at it.
My
and
whole
it's-
thing is like, yo, sorry if I'm on a rant here, but it's like we're talking about all this shit. And it's like we talk about Freeway, we talk about Jay-Z, we We talked about Nas. We talked about all these parts, all the other people. Kanye, yo, Jamie Foxx is at these parties videotaping, and my whole thing is like, yo,
You knew what was going
they
on.
know what was going on, and they're
Fox
tight
knew what was
about it.
popping.
If Jamie Foxx was there, what other comedians are there too?
Oh.
But Dave Chappelle there, and just like, nah, I'm not gonna say nothing because I gotta keep a career going.
Dave Chappelle knew. He says it in all his stand-ups. He knows what Hollywood's all
Cat
about.
Williams, he told us.
He
He's
told
like,
us
yo,
early.
this is what's popping. You wanna know why? Because he was there.
I mean, it's a part of the industry
Denzel
initiate.
Washington.
I think that's what we're looking at into it. Is that a part of the initiation to a lot of these guys? Is that's the initiation into the secret room? Is can you keep the secret? Right.
Yeah.
The ones who can't keep the secrets are the ones who are on the outskirts. Like, look at Cat. We've watched his career get up and down. Him marked crazy. Guys like that's why I say guys like that's why I called DMX his name is because realistically he's too much of a straight shooter in that sense that he's the guy that was kicked out of hip hop to some degree. Like he's been a guy who has never been like.
He was just a crackhead.
I mean, no, but in the sense like look at how many. Yes, but that's what I'm. But you've seen. But what I'm saying to you is, you've seen that be the case. It's the people who don't play the game are either labeled one or three things, bro: crazy, mentally unstable, or drug addicts. Every single time you see somebody willing to bear truth, those are the three things that are used to label them. What did they do to Dave Chappelle when they got rid of his money?
What did they do to Kanye?
I'm just saying. Look what they did to Dave Chappelle. They told Dave Chappelle, "We are going to have the entire world think you are crazy before you get off the plane, bro." By the time he got from that meeting and went home, there were already stories saying that he flew to Africa to smoke crack before he even got off the plane. Like, you know how serious it is when it comes to Hollywood? Hollywood controls a narrative fast. And the people who don't play by those narratives are usually the ones who are labeled crazy.
It's the media. It's just the media, bro. One big machine.
So I guess our question goes back to Diddy and this apology, where it's like,
It's a part of the machine. I don't think he meant a thing. And it's such a hollow apology that it was to the point where I was laughing my ass off all the way through it because I know he didn't mean none of it.
I don't know. For me, it's even deeper than that, bro. It's like everyone that's accusing Diddy and bringing up these charges already knew this has been happening for the past. Everyone that's in this and commenting and blah, 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 just like 50, they all knew. This isn't new. Why was he getting away with it for this long?
Because of the power
Whose
he used.
dick was he stroking? No, but here's the thing. What was going on? Like, he is just a distraction. He is just one small part of a way, way bigger picture.
No, well, what?
He's just a small part of a way, way bigger picture.
No, I agree with you.
So when they're showing you this, what the fuck else is being covered up right now? What is happening that they want you so distracted from? That even while Trump is creating all these waves, and that's not a distraction enough, now we have to throw Diddy's black ass. We got Trump, Diddy.
There's more. There's so much more.
I'm in the same lane as you because I also was wondering what happened to Chris Cross as well. Like those niggas just disappeared, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like 1 minute they're here, the next minute they're gone.
But there's, you know what the sad thing is?
No one even batted an eye at Jermaine Dupri. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I
fucking with a lot of kids.
Yeah.
He the same.
Bow Wow, those guys.
Yo,
The
okay.
Brat.
Okay, you're okay. No, I don't know, man. Okay, we know that Omarion and B2K got diddled by those
Stokes or whatever that, yeah.
Chris Stokes and
The whole camp.
and Batman,
And they never got an apology. That's all I'm saying. So Cassie's already happy.
Like B2K came out and said all that. Man, is it really sound that different?
Yes.
It's just
Hey man, at the end of the day, it's just like you were alluding to. It's just like there's probably some other scandal or like smoke and mirrors that's happening. It's like, the world's going to shit. The American economy is all messed up. We need something from every level. So it's just like, let's blow smoke on Trump. Let's blow smoke on the hip hop industry. Let's go after the Jews next. Like, let's just make sure everyone's distracted with some kind of.
But is this another playbook that they use every year? We're just in, you know what I mean, the fourth month of the playbook. They use the same playbook every single year.
I don't know, bro. Listen, I just read an article today that said that the Obama administration handed off thousands of kids
We all knew this.
to child traffickers.
We knew this.
This was a 2016 news article.
We knew this. What part
You
of
knew this.
What part of everybody and their mom knew this? This was in CNN. This was all
Why is
over the
this
place.
guy not in jail?
Because at the time when he did it, he was handing them over to another public agency that was not recognized as doing that. So when it passed and they found out that those motherfuckers got arrested, not Obama. It's past news. You're out of the news cycle, bro. He handed over. You know what's a worse crime that he did? He handed over illegal immigrants and then put them in encampments while the entire time he was in office. Nobody really talks about that. There's a million other things he was doing.
Yeah, that's my question. What is the U.S. government doing right now that's so atrocious that Trump wasn't enough to cover it up, that they had to throw Diddy in?
It doesn't have to be necessarily the U.S. government. It doesn't be their economy.
Bro, it could be as simple as,
I think it's going to implode. Right?
Exactly.
So let's give these people something to entertain them.
The Romans showed us what it was like, bro. This is the Colosseum. The TV has now become the Colosseum. Just like he said, it could be as simple as they're facing an entire, they're about to enter the worst recession in their entire history. Look at the money. Look at how
we're going to enter the most.
Same thing. But what I'm saying to you is we're also being distracted. Look at our leaders. Look at Trudeau, bro. Look at all the stupidity we face every single day. Diddy and all of them are in that same loop. That's why I said that apology. That's why I said everything else that we're witnessing right now is just pure fake foolishness. It's just an add-on to allow us to just watch the TV, be a zombie, and get distracted for half an hour and forget about the problems we're truly facing. How high is the cost of food right now? Like, there's a million reasons why we should be actually paying more attention. We don't need a conspiracy, bro. It doesn't even need to be that deep. Right? It could be about what's happening right now.
And don't forget, there's other things that are happening on various industries, right? Like all the strikes that are happening on campus.
Yep.
It's like, oh, we're batting for Israel. But if you ask if people who are involved in the strike, they're like, I have no idea.
You know what I mean?
I have no idea what I'm protesting. Or like, the whole gender conversation. They're like, you know what? That's kind of, settled down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So most people are either being accepted or they're being told at work that they have to refer to people as they, them, or that.
Bro, we move to a controversy to controversy to controversy every month. It used to be Me Too. It used to be this. It used to be that. It used to be that. Literally every month we move to a new controversy.
Like, notwithstanding whether or not these things are important, because we can see that every situation has an undertone of value, right? Like, we're not sitting here and saying it's good that Diddy did what he did. And we're not sitting here and saying that it's okay for, any political leader to use their power. We're not saying that, people shouldn't protest on certain situations, but it's kind of like in the last conversation, even when we were talking about the whole hip hop beef with Drake and Kendrick, most people didn't even know why.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we have
pure distraction
tools to go find out information that probably would have warranted worthless time wasting. But we just been like, oh, we're just caught up consumption.
Think about it this way. In a world where Cassie is the victim in this, and she can't even get what she is like. Earlier, before the video came out, we were questioning her merit. We were actually saying,
Who questioned her merit?
A lot of people, bro. Do you know how many people were dragging her name through the I didn't. Stop pointing. What a hating bastard.
Listen.
What a hating bastard. I did not.
Listen, I want to know. Pull up your phone. Show me these things that I want to see who.
Listen, we don't work in facts out here.
$27 million before she could even say anything.
But that's what we're talking about, fam. Before, when she originally brought out this case, people were wondering, is this over money? Is this a cash grab? There's their podcast that what we're talking about.
Is it a cash grab?
Everybody's
you goddamn right it was. You beat my motherfucking ass.
Yes, but the proof. Yes, but the proof came out afterwards. If it wasn't for that video, there would be people out there questioning this.
Those people are stupid, because why would Diddy pay her $27 million if he didn't do anything?
The problem is
the fact that he paid her shows you that he did what he did.
Bro,
let me tell you something. If I did not do nothing wrong, bitch, you couldn't get a penny out of my dick hole. You understand me? You couldn't get nothing, not a motherfucking thing from me, bitch. Right. But if I did what I did, you about to air me out and my money's good? Listen, here's a 50 mil, bitch. Go get your nails done. Go get a new house. Here's 50 mil and a Ferrari. Shut the fuck up and go live in Thailand. Good life.
Yeah, but that's the problem. What we're trying to say to you, it was already in public. He's already entered the public opinion, the jury of a public opinion before the case got dropped. That's what I'm saying to you. It did not matter. She already put him in that circumstance by putting the case openly. She didn't solve this privately. She didn't say, oh, I want my money and I'll shut up. She says, no, nigga, I'm putting you out there. Yeah. That's literally why it's in the public eye right now. And you got guys like 50 Cent who really do the Lord's work by talking about this shit. And but he been putting this shit out from the let's be honest. If it wasn't for 50 and it wasn't for Cat literally putting this shit on blast, realistically, would you even know about the video? No.
To be honest, I wouldn't have even cared either, to be honest, bro. I don't care for these.
Exactly. And that's the problem with this entire thing. A person who is the victim, realistically, in these situations, all of them feel like that's exactly what happens. Nobody gives a shit. So a lot of them hold this shit in. Nobody's going to believe me. There's not enough proof. There's not enough evidence. So these guys get away with it. That's exactly how we literally get to this point. Is that for years and years and years, people knew what the truth was, didn't give a shit, and says, I don't believe you till you actually show me.
What the hell am I as a normal person supposed to do against a bunch of millionaires?
Not support them. Pretty simple. Don't buy their records.
Well, hold on.
Don't give
I have a wild question. Hold on, guys.
Napster self.
I agree with you as well. Who's been supporting Diddy? Who's been supporting Diddy? That's all I've been asking.
This guy. You've been buying Bad Boy records since day one. Stop this. Number one G-Dep fan. Get out of here.
No, it's like Bad Boys. Come on.
But anyways, like, you know what? This can go on forever. So let's break this into two spots. So, if you agree with Coley, so if you're watching this and you agree with Coley, I'm gonna put two links. So you have one link to the report sweaters. So if you agree with Coley, get the report sweater so you can show him support. If you agree with Jones, get the report hat.
Jones there you go. Still doesn't know what you're agreeing with him on. What did I say that they're supposed to agree with?
No, we're drawing a line in the sand. So.
No, we're trying to get people to buy stuff.
You messed up the play.
Here's the line. I don't know what I'm supporting yet. Support Jones, buy a hat.
Well, all we're asking is a diversion of funds. So either you support Diddy and you buy stuff from Coley, or you not support Diddy.
No. That's not even the conclusion. That realistically, it's just to the point. It's victim versus power. It's like we're asking this question in the sense, like me and Jones were talking in the sense of like, why did he get away with this for so long? And I'm simply saying that Hollywood is a machine that does not allow you to, as the victim, to prosecute those people because of the power they have at that time. Diddy has lost power now. He is no longer relevant, so therefore people are taking advantage of it.
I'll just say, you can ask a question on this, and then it's okay. You can, there you go. But my question kind of is it a Hollywood thing, or is it a thing that Diddy's just rich? Because rich people get away with all sorts of wildness, and it's absent of Hollywood.
Epstein Island.
Yeah, Epstein Island.
But I think it's all
whatever
tied.
happened to Prince Andrew?
No, that's a great question.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a great question. But the thing is, I think it's also rich people, but rich people, like, think about it this way. There are millionaires who don't have the pull and power because they don't have the relationships. I call that Hollywood relationships, when you have the ability to influence and create a narrative without leaving your house. There are millionaires who can't do that. They have the money and they don't have any global reach. They don't have any access to a person that can change their path.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between being rich.
That's why I call it the Hollywood effect. Like, once you have the ability to change the narrative yourself, your whole team can just push a button and the narrative's changed. Hold it a little different.
Yes, and that's why you should like and subscribe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
So we can be rich and change the narrative.
Yes, sir.
If you want us to change the narrative, we need to get our guap up, especially me. And mans are broke. So that's what I'm saying.
How the mighty have fallen.
I haven't fallen. I'm not your level, but But anyway.
Like, final thoughts? What's y'all final thoughts on this whole Diddy and this whole stupidity of a distraction? Like, I don't think for me personally, my final thought is he didn't mean shit. All he did was literally, like, and I mean in the sense that he didn't mean the apology. He just did that just to save face, and he's going to go down. And I don't think he's going to face any jail time, but he's definitely going to pay a lot of money.
He's a face jail time.
I personally feel like he shouldn't get any jail time. My man gave her $27 million fucking dollars, bitch. Be happy and shut the fuck up. You got your ass beat, you got whored out, and you got paid pretty fucking well for it too. Go enjoy the rest of your fucking life and shut the fuck up.
I don't think she's talking, but yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, go enjoy the rest. There's lots of people who get raped and beaten on a daily that don't see a penny for nothing, and all they do is suffer for the rest.
But they don't get justice either.
They don't get justice. They don't get nothing. This girl got 27 mil.
But doesn't she also deserve justice though?
Doesn't everyone else?
Yeah.
Yours? Mm-hmm. Got 27 mil.
No thoughts on it. We know he didn't really mean it, so
That's exactly
There's
what
not
he
much
said
for
in
me to
the
say.
interview.
I don't even know why you gave the girl 27 mil. Why are you apologizing? Just call it a fetish.
PR.
You was better off coming on and saying, yo, I had a fetish for kicking this bitch in her belly and dragging her down the fucking floor, and she got paid 27 million for my fetish. Be happy with life and move on.
You forgot the safe word.
That's it. I don't know. I'm telling you. Like, why apologize? I don't get it.
Really? He just did it to save face.
That's it.
At the end of the day, he's just like, yo, I need to make that money back up. Everything's a little bit shaky.
Still doesn't excuse Meek Mill's ass cheeks and stuff. Like, what the fuck, bro? Why are we talking about this?
Because
Are you?
oh dear God.
I'm sorry, dog. No.
Bro, your final thoughts on this one. Oh my God.
I'm good.
Okay, that pretty much wrapped it up. All right, until next time, please like, subscribe, and share. And, till next time, no Diddy.